Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So, yesterday where I stopped off, I said I'd finish up that little pit, and by the time I come back, it should be fully functional. So, it is fully functional at the moment, and I just hope that nothing happens to destroy it. Oh, yeah, and the reason why I haven't finished up anything in my base is I still have to improve it. It seems that you no longer get the spawn going crazy inside you. Oh, the spawn is going crazy. There was one. Did I lose them? Oh, yeah, by the way, there's nothing to stress about for me in terms of wood usage. How much was that? 23 stone in a few seconds. Now, you might be wondering why I'm building a ring of stone around this. Well, there's quite a simple reason behind it. Oh, that is not nice. in terms of YouTube, this has been one of the more exciting weeks. Actually, it was the exciting week the week before, with regards to all the craziness that happened with regards to honey. And I have to admit, although it seems a bit childish, it actually is very relevant to a lot of things when it comes to most YouTubers. Okay, I'm just going to go and cheat a little bit to build my outer part of the base. So just to explain what I'm doing, I'm building the outer section to my base in stone, and then I am actually going to use the second level to launch off attacks against ogres, in case any ogres should show up, because I'm expecting a 2-star ogre to come and destroy everything. It's very common for ogres to show up when you build these farms in the Black Forest. It's actually just a matter of time. And considering that you have to sit at these farms for quite an amount of time, you also have the big problem of having monster raids coming to your little base. I'll teach this guy a lesson he's never gonna forget. You'll never have a chance to forget that lesson. The all-round size makes no difference in this. Good night, sleep tight. Hope that I don't bite. That's exactly not the type of ogre I'm afraid of. Kidding me. What I just did is the biggest catch of what I'm doing. Oh. Okay, let me go back to base. I'll come back here and I'll farm out the rest of this area in the morning, and then I'll go back to base with it every once in a while, because they're going to keep spawning provided I'm within range. That's the whole beauty of it. The irony behind all of that is once this base is fully functional, then I enter into the next major area, which is the plains, and that's sorry about that. I just had a Linus Tech Tips video pop up on my phone. In case anybody says you mustn't watch Linus, yeah, I get the guy is pretty much not the best of people to be a fan of. I've actually stopped watching a lot of his videos in the past year, and it wasn't even to do with the Direct Gamers Nexus video. It was just the way that he did the Bullet Labs review. I honestly watched it before the drama, and I thought it was a bit stupid the way he did it. And I'm like, what does he have against these people? Is he out to get them for something? And turns out I wasn't so far off the beating track, which isn't a good thing. It's actually a bad thing to be pretty close to the beating track on that one. I have a bigger, more crazier farm in one of the places in this. I think that farm has a triple in one area. So while this farm can generate thousands or possibly tens of thousands of stone for me over a few days, that place just pumps. Oh, no, that wasn't that. It was before this era of okay, so right, I can remember. Previously, you would get 4 to 8 spawns per couple of seconds, I think like every 10 seconds. And that base of mine basically had a shaft that would go down. And once you go down the shaft, you get to the spot where the spawners are. And I had this long spawner. So, not spawner, how should I say? I have this long pillar linking to the place where everything spawns, and the amount of spawn that I used to get was just ridiculous. This base is still tiny compared to that base. I set it up on a mountain, and that was because that was one of the highest positions I found the spawner in, and I think I used to gain something like 2 full medium-sized boxes, not the black metal boxes or the tar boxes, the ones just before the tar boxes. 2 full boxes every few minutes, and that was just insane. I'd go there, I'd sit for a few minutes, grab whatever I could, and I'd be out of there. I remember trying with wolves and so many other things, just making a way for them to get to get a perfect system going. The problem was my wolves would starve and they'd stop breathing. And if I were to if I were to actually do anything inside my base, things would just go totally wrong for me. So yeah, it was a no-win situation. I need to do this here as well. I'm gonna do it on this side instead. I think this here will work out better for me. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, in case the staircase seems a bit weird where it's being placed. It is weird. It's not supposed to be sorted out. This isn't going to have a super high top. In fact, I doubt 90% of the base will be stable. There, it's okay. I need to go outside and I need to reinforce the outside wall. Provided this isn't copper. Oh yeah, it has massive amounts of fire inside it. Whether I like it or not, I will be sped up on drying. I can actually see a line underneath it. That is hilarious. has been a little bit of a weird day. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I don't get that. This is now all reinforced. So everything should be reinforced. Oh, oops. From less than 5 to over 36. For the moment, this is my perch to fight with any ogres who show up. It's not like the ogre who showed up earlier. I'm talking about ogres with with the tree bark. Yeah, just in case that doesn't go through, because I've had people ask about things in the middle of a video, and that's why I am repeating it quite a bit. And it happens on unexpected videos. I have a series which doesn't have any views. It's like 1 2 1 2, and then all of a sudden in the middle of the videos, like episode 45 or 50 or whatever it's going to be, you get this comment, and then after the comment, a couple other people comment, and the video just goes from 10 or 20 views to 100, 200 views. Really irritating, but it's actually really helpful as well. Kind of ironic. Just for why that's helpful, it actually helps with gaining you more traction for people to view your channel. And if you are frequent, you also gain some traction. I found that out myself when I was posting videos constantly. I used to keep getting more and more people coming to my channel, and they'd end up just subscribing. I think that it pesters people with a certain choice or frame of choices. So yeah, that's how I think it works. Now I can't say that it definitely works that way because I don't know. And yeah, it's just my best guess. Oh, there it is now. That is more like it. I was so scared. I thought there was an ogre. Another thing I'm just throwing out there is the amount of time you spend when it comes to gaming on these types of games. They may not seem as crazy as something like a Destiny franchise or Halo or Warframe, but in a game like this, you can end up sinking days into it without even realizing how much of time you spent. Like, what y'all are getting to see is actually pretty much a day by day of how many days I've been in this game. There's some days where I don't make a single video. There's some days where I make one. There's some where I make 5, or if I'm lucky, and that's for different games depending on how the progress flows. Valheim is one of those games where the progress is really all over the place. The other thing to remember is, in case you play this game and your experience is totally different from mine, the reason is each world is a different world seed. So, for example, if you playing this here and you don't have Elder in the same place as me, that's because your world seed was different from my world seed. If you use the same world seed as me, which you can do, there used to be a way to preset your world seed. I did it for cheat. Which you have heard me say that I cheat quite a bit, so it's not that big of a spoiler. But yeah, I used to do a world cheat as well to get iron, because I built a supersized base on another server where we didn't have any more swamps, and that base ate metal. If I remember correctly, compared to this building that I'm making here and all the buildings that I have on this server, all of them put together wouldn't even make up a third of the size of the bases I made on that one. It was ridiculous. Oh, actually broke. Oh, that's because those are unreinforced beams, basically. It doesn't hurt me that I can't step there, it will just... Alright, the defense of this building is up. This building is a lot bigger than any of the other miniature defenses I normally make. I also believe that I can now make some repairs. Yeah, that is fantastic. Okay, so I'm not gonna be here for a while, even though I set up all of this. I'm actually heading. Oh, I'm heading back here. Ironic. But yeah, I'll go and sort out all of my stuff. Still have 2 more on me. This room is really simple still. I haven't even put in the nice stuff. While I'm at it, let me see if I can upgrade my comfort level in this room. So furniture, let's see. I can't make a lox rug. I can make a wolf rug. I can make a gear. So wolf gear. I think I can make a jute. Yeah, that reminds me, my ship is out there somewhere. Just resting on the sea. It's not like I'm hoarding food or anything like that. It's just that I have a ton. Oh yeah, the comfort level increases the amount of time you get to keep your rest on. That improves the amount of time that you have for other objectives. Now what is my comfort level here? Comfort level 6. No, that is crazy expensive. Also just as expensive. Raven Throne. Five bronze, 2 coal, 1 chain. Two coals that I can easily get from my firewood stashes. Oh, the comfort level didn't increase with that. now just to make one more trip before I come back to base and start building anything. Before I come back to base and start building anything, but I'm gonna build 2 things before I leave base. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Let me just double check that everything is fully tiled out here. This is scary. What could I do to end up with such a bad memory problem all of a sudden? Okay, right. First go here, pick up the items, turn around, head off the mountain. Ugh. So much to do. And just for the emergency situation, I'm hitting extra stamina to my character. I'm heading back up and over the mountain, back into the swamps, where I can finally leave. The problem right now is that I need eggs. The eggs from Muda to set up my next base, ironically enough. I have more than enough silver. If I need to build anything out of silver, I think I have another 180 silver left, so yeah. That's certainly more than I would ever need. I have not seen Droggers on the mountain before. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Sweet, sweet, sweet. With onions, I now have a full range of plants to grow, and besides that, things get even better for me because I have the onions. That was a little bit more fun than I expected, to be honest. Nope, that isn't good. You might be wondering why I just stopped all of a sudden. I'm actually just looking out to see if there's a nest nearby. Because if I find a nest, then I got one more egg to throw in for another Muda. going to be jumping up and down for storage. Catch you all in the next one. Unfortunately, it looks like this is taking me a lot longer than expected. In the next episode, I will be exploring another ice biome, right? And I'm not going there for silver, so this is much different. It's going to be more of a fight on the tops, try and get what I need, and then move on to the next place. See you all then. Till then, have a good day.